Hi everyone, Vickie here, Rock and Roll Prophetess. Thank you for joining me for the free monthly readings. We're going to be doing July's reading in a minute. I like to go over everything in the beginning so I don't have to constantly repeat myself during the readings. I want everybody to pick a color before we start. That's one thing I want to make sure that we color. The second thing is the court cards when they come up in the reading, the ones that are people. They're not necessarily a gender assigned. So a queen could be a male, female, whoever. I will refer to them as he as a king or knight and she as a queen. But really it doesn't have to be a male or female, especially in these general readings. We're going to be using my Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the tarot portion of this spread. And then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are also my own creation. I have lots of tools available for spiritual growth, including these adult coloring books. And if you're trying to learn tarot, you can pick up my book, Tarot in the Modern World, which is all linked below. I want to get to something really quick because, as you noticed, I have two tarot Rock and Roll Tarot decks here. This is the first edition. This is the one that I've been selling through the print on demand, and it's still going to be available. I'm not doing away with it, and actually the changes are not that, there's not a lot of big changes. One of the big changes is in the second edition. It has this box. The new edition has the real nice box, and it opens up, like this, and the cards are inside. The cards are very slightly different sized, but not noticeably so. Tiny bit smaller, but a little bit wider. I changed a few things. I didn't change any of the words. So if you have the first edition deck, you're good. It's not obsolete by any means. I changed a little bit of the background colors on the sword cards, and I changed one card didn't have its name on it, the Four of Swords. So I did change. That's the only card that the text was changed on. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it, but it was the Four and the Swords. I did change the colors a little slightly. Here's the same card from one and the other. So I toned down the colors a little bit on the Cups card, and I changed the background color a little bit on the Swords cards, because the Swords were looking too close to the Major Arcana. So it did have this kind of rainbow thing, so I put like a little bit of a darker background in. But otherwise, I mean, all the keywords are the same. Again, if you have the first deck, it's not going to be obsolete. And there's going to be many versions of this deck to come. I want to do a monochromatic, and I want to do I want to do several versions, a neat day glow one. The thing is, now that I have this new deck, I'm doing a Kickstarter. I want this to be available on Amazon. Many of you were saying that you couldn't get the deck because they were charging like $50 or more to ship it overseas. So I've started a Kickstarter, and it's going to be this new version of the deck, and it's going to be available on Amazon with shipping overseas. I redesigned the box. It's got some things on the side and that. And it'll be Amazon shipping. It's going to be better for everybody. You won't have to wait. I've done this Kickstarter, and it's I've made some really cool custom merch that's going to be incentives only for Kickstarter donators. It's a concert ticket, a backstage pass, and a laminated VIP all access pass. These are only available through specific donations through Kickstarter and won't be available for sale any other way. This is to show my appreciation. I'd planned on doing the readings with the newer deck for this month. That's why the readings are late getting up. I was waiting on the shipping. But there was a problem, and one of the sheets came out all black. But luckily the printer corrected it right away, and the sheet's on its way. I'm starting it's coming tomorrow. But I got to start the readings. We're getting way behind here. So some of you will have the reading of July done with the first edition box or deck. And many of you will have it done with the second edition, but I'm going to go ahead and start it now. I won't use this deck because there's some cards that are missing at this time. The other thing, this box is a big improvement. And look how big this box is. It never really kind of fit right. These are the same amount of cards, and look how much more compact and solid it is. It's a little bit better quality. The card stock is a little thicker, but I don't really notice a huge difference in the thickness of the cards. They're pretty comparable, but technically this new deck is a thicker cardboard and it's coated, but it looks like these are coated too. So I've rattled on enough. I just wanted to let you know what's going on. Some of the readings are going to have this deck and some are going to have the other, and that's the reason why. And please stop over to that Kickstarter page and check it out if you can. I appreciate your support. Also, I'm open for readings. I'll be doing the soul readings are available. These are deep readings These are based on your chart. It's very, very much in past lives, but it's also like at a karmic level, what you're doing in this life, why you've incarnated, all these sorts of things. If you don't get your message from your sun sign reading, be sure to check out your rising sign and moon. These readings are meant to empower you. While we're doing the readings, I want you to look at the words as well. Hold up all the cards, freeze them. If something stands out to you, if something morphs and it looks like it's saying something other than what the actual word is, allow that to happen. This is empowerment tarot. These cards will talk to you. Let them talk to you. That is how you can get a message that's strictly for you and beyond just a general reading for everybody. Okay, I think I've rattled on enough. Without further ado, on to the July readings. Hello Taurus, thanks for joining me for the July 2016. I'm also going to be using the first edition deck for you. It might end up being the whole darn month is first edition. I'm waiting on the mail, but it's way late today, so I just can't wait. You guys have waited long enough, but I do have the box here of the new one and some of the cards, and I really appreciate you guys checking that out. So let's see what's going on for Tauruses in July 2016. Taurus, July 2016. Taurus, July 2016. Taurus, July 2016. Last card. Oh, fell back in. Let's get another one. July 2016. There we go. Well, what's with the people, man? I'm getting court cards galore for just about every sign. It must be just a social time. Because you've got quite a few yourself here. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 9 are court cards. So these are people. Lots of people around. Lots of people to interact with. You know, it's interesting because you're the earth sign. You're the Taurus. What's interesting to me is you have the page, the queen, and the king. All of Earth, which would be you, know, or Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Could be any 3 of the Earth signs. And I just saw us here. Us. So I get the feeling like this would be whoever you refer to as us. You know, this is what we're doing. Us. It's also like the complete family too. You know, so I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be like family interaction. Or like it completes the picture of what you're, I feel like we're like, well, we're a family now. We're really we're a solid unit. I feel like that's going to be kind of a theme for some of you. Some of you, I wanted to say this was you. I mean, but it could be any of them. And again, this could be you too. It doesn't matter if it's male or female. But when that's first card out, oh, there you are. That's you. And some of you are going to make a decision. If you're single, again, that's what I told one of the other signs. There's plenty to choose from this month, people. If you're looking for love, they're out there. They're everywhere. What's interesting to me is how she looks past... Okay, we've got the center of the thing here is this, the 5 of Pentacles, which is the poverty and card and everything, in reverse. That's a nice thing to see it, because it's saying you're coming out of that. And I feel like for some of you, as far as relationships went, you would settle for less a lot of the time. You settled for less and you fell into a pattern of picking partners. Well, I feel like this is true for all Tauruses. Maybe it's just not a romantic partner. Maybe it's you take crap from people at work or whoever. Like you took a lot of crap from people. Or you would seek out people who maybe didn't treat you as better, that somehow that felt comfortable to you. And that's changing. That's totally changing, because that card is in reverse, that says it's changing too. But this guy is different, guy or girl, whoever. The Knight of Cups is different. They're kind, they're loving, they're creative, they're spiritual, they're gentle. There's a gentleness about it. I feel like... And if you have a choice between this one and this one, you definitely want to go with this one, the water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Also could be showing up now in the time of Cancer, or in July, what's the time of Cancer, right? And the word clever is so standing out to me on this one. So, Knight of Swords may be clever, and hustler, really, is what I'm feeling. You know, kind of like that. Well, I don't know if they're purposely setting out to deceive you, necessarily, but that's not who they really are. This person is much more authentic, okay? This person is much more real. This is the real deal here, okay? Because the reason I know this is because this person shows up as the knight in the upright, but then as the king in reverse. So this is usually when that happens, especially right next to each other like this, it's the same person. It's the same person over a span of time, okay? And they're saying, well, when they meet them, they seem pretty nice and pretty cool, but then come to find out later, as you get to know them better, as time passes, that they're not so cool. Or maybe it's not even that they're not so cool. It's not like, oh, they're a bad guy, but they're not compatible with you. But I kind of feel in a lot of cases it is like a hustler. There is some kind of like a little bit of, well, there always is when you first meet somebody. You don't see the true person. You know, some people say it takes a good year of knowing somebody before you've really seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because we always are, oh, you know, we all do it. You know, when you meet somebody, you're more polite in the beginning. You know how that goes. You're not really being your real self on a first date, like say if it's that, or on a job interview if it's that. You know, you're not being your real self. It takes a while to really get to know somebody, and this one seems like it's gonna change on you. They're not being authentic. There is this little bit of that, the hustler. I'm picking that up. This one does seem more authentic. You know, you deserve to have this, especially if you're single and you're looking for love. I want to tell you that you deserve to have this. And don't go around saying, oh, I always meet guys that are blah, 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 blah. You know, whatever. I always meet guys that are married. I always meet guys that are blah, 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 blah. Get rid of that. You deserve to have somebody like this. You deserve to be loved in the way that this guy can love you, or this guy or girl, whoever, that this person can love you. You deserve that. You know, you're coming out of this. If you're in this mode, you feel like you don't deserve it, that you deserve some mean prick, or you deserve some mean boss that treats you bad, or whoever this, you know, that you feel like you deserve it. And now it's like, no, I'm worthy. I'm worthy of a love like this. I'm worthy of respect like this. And again, it could still be a job or something too. You know, this person values you, and they're kind, and they're nice, and they're caring. You know, they're not like this one. This is a different energy altogether, okay? I feel like, too, that this is, even if it's not them, like, because this is your true partner, whether you're the king or you're the queen. The king and the queen of the same suit go together. You know, it's your match. You find your match. You find your, like I said in the beginning, us. You find your us. You find your tribe, your clan, you know, whatever it is. And this is a king, okay? This is a king and this is a king. But there's a difference because this one's in reverse. The king is the long-term person. The king is the person who's going to be there for the long run. The king has more experience. They behave like an adult, not a child, okay? Getting back up to here, though, some of you, this is some kind of big financial thing for sure. Because you got the page, if this is the page, the young dude carrying the news, he brings news of money, bonus, royalties, you know, perks, gain, payments. Money's coming. That's what the page, if you just use him as a messenger, he brings the news of the money. And he's looking right at it, comes right next with, your ships are coming in, the three of rods. It's success, big time, you know. So it could also be like that there's some kind of big success. And this is literal financially. It's not just your own self-esteem and self-worth. Because this sometimes is like, I'm broke, I have no money, you know. And all of a sudden your ship comes in and yeah, I'm flush. You know, I'm flush now. I just saw a hand holding like a big wad of money. Like a big roll, you know. And nobody who even uses cash anymore, you know. But that was the symbol I just got for you guys. So it could be that. Secondly, you know, this person could be, probably is financially secure themselves. The King of Pentacles usually, those are some of the words I use. Financier, tycoon, you know, established, you know, he's the money man. If you had to say who's the money man in the tarot, you'd say it was the King of Pentacles, right? He's the money man. Sometimes he's an investor. Sometimes he's a... I just feel like you feel really... Or if you're this way, this relationship feels very safe. It feels very, I can trust this person. I feel comfortable with this person. I feel like I've come home. Whether it's a new job. Sometimes you get a new job and it's like, I just feel like I've come home. It's a great opportunity. And with Pentacles, it could be money. So if you're not looking for love, it may be, but I think for a lot of you, this is love. And you're about to step it up. You're about to say, listen, I got plenty to choose from here. You better show me something, or you're out of here. You know, I'm not gonna tolerate this kind of being treated like this anymore. Again, could be a job too. Not gonna tolerate being treated poorly on the job. Seven of Cups is up here too. So that's that visualizing, dreaming of what you want. So you've dreamt about this success thing. You've wanted this. Maybe you're realizing that you're creating your reality and you're taking an active part in it as a co-creator. You know, that's a lot of what that Seven of Cups talks about too. So use some discernment. You don't have to take crap from people. You know, and I feel like this one just is sort of like a punk or a bad boy or something. Just like, you know, go away, boy, you bother me. You know? That's a terrible, I shouldn't say it like that, but that's kind of the vibe. It's just like he's trying to, you know, he's trying to hustle you. And that's just what I feel. That hustle, every time I look at that card, hustle, hustle, hustler, just keeps popping right out at me. So now it's not, you know, now if you want longevity and you want, you know, a real relationship, whether it's through work or whatever the case may be, this could even be like somebody who's some kind of trying to swindle you financially too, you know, like a financial advisor, or he's like, hey, I can do this, turn around, you know, blah, blah, blah. He's trying to sell you on something. And if that's the case, if you're looking for somebody like a stockbroker or financial advisor, you'd want to go more with this type of person. I think you want to go more with like this type of person no matter what, you know, no matter what kind of thing it is. This is trustworthy. This feels like home. This feels warm. I feel a genuine concern. This person generally is like looking out for you on whatever level this is. If they're, you know, whatever. If they're your boss, or if they're your coworker, or they're your business partner, collaborator, love interest, they're looking out for you. This one's not, he's looking out for himself. Okay, if you go this route, if you fall back down into this is what I deserve, some hustler who's going to try to rip me off, or whatever it might be, you know, then that's what you're going to end up with. But overall, I don't think that that's a big concern, because this is already in reverse. I feel like you guys have really turned a corner. Well, this just turned into a bird. That's the first time that ever happened. And that's the original imagery from the Rider-Waite-Smith too. That's not anything that I did. It's a bird. It's a bird. What's that song? Oh, I don't know. I'm getting a little slap happy here. Isn't there a song where they kind of just say, it's a bird? I don't know. It's a bird, though. That's what I heard, but it is some kind of bird. I'm not sure what kind. I mean, it feels like it's an old bird. Like it's an old bird that's kind of old, and well, that's the whole vibe of these people too. They're kind of sickly, and it's an old lady, and she's kind of sickly and hunched over. So old bird, you know, sometimes they call people that. You know, she's a good, you know, feisty old bird, you know, something like that. She's not feeling feisty. She's feeling just like the woman feels, but it turned into a bird. So maybe that's a clue for somebody out there, you know, bird or birdie. I know, you know, I have a cousin or bird that goes by the name Birdie. Could be. But anyways, on to the reading, on to the animal totem. Hey, thanks for checking out all my stuff here, the books and the tarot book, the adult coloring books for spiritual growth, and the new deck. If you can afford to give anything to that Kickstarter, please do. It's going to be so much better for everybody. You know, people in this old thing, they were telling me that they were getting charged $50 just for shipping. So that's totally outrageous. So we're going to get it going with the new deck on Amazon, and it's going to be much better for everybody, and you'll get it fast. It'll all go through Amazon, so it's reliable shipping and all that good stuff. You can find out more in the eye in the sky, and don't forget to hit subscribe. So what is going to be that Taurus? Oh, the dog's going by the front door. Maybe I got one more reading to do, Aries, and we're finally going to get this deck in the mail. It's only 3 in the afternoon, but anyways, no bitching about the mail. Let's see. Animal totem. Squirrel. Okay. Squirrel is always money to me. I had that dream years ago. The squirrel was at my front door and handed me a wallet full of money. And wasn't that you? Was that you? I was just seeing that big wad of cash. I think it was. Okay, but let's see. Plentifulness, frolic and play, planting seeds for future prosperity, healing through grounding in the earth. Well, healing through grounding in the earth, I mean, I don't have to tell you Taurus is that. I mean, you guys know that anyway, right? But this financial planning, you know, I was picking up some of that when I was talking about these two guys, that maybe they're sort of like financial planners or who knows what, investors, you know, something like that. Here's what I want to say. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I think this guy's got a good line of shit. Just real, that's what it is, flat out. You know, he's got a good bullshit line, a good line of shit. He's not representing what he's really about, or what he's not going to be true to whatever he's telling you verbally, air, swords, communicating to you, is not what he's going to follow through with. Whereas this guy is salt of the earth, solid. He's going to follow through. Allow people to help you. Allow people to be kind to you. Allow people to love you. That's big, okay? Okay, Taurus, thank you guys for everything you do, again, with the buying of the stuff and the liking, sharing, commenting, donating. But this month I want everybody to donate towards that deck. But if you want to donate towards me too, I won't say no. I'm so in gratitude for that. And many people do, not many, but I have several people who do ongoing monthly. It's like $5 or so, and that's cool. That's great. It all adds up, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Check the eye in the sky. Check the subscribe button. Check below for everything, all the links. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of July, and I'll speak to you soon.
The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck. It's a groovy deck designed to unlock your psychic potential. Combining the iconic tarot imagery of Pamela Coleman Smith with rock poster art to reveal a fresh new take on an ancient oracle. Each card contains keywords to help memorize the meanings, but as you progress, the text shapes may change and morph to reveal much more. Allow your mind to wander so that Spirit can communicate with you through the illustrations on the cards. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck is a full 78 card deck. The extra large size enables you to see the cards clearly and enjoy the vibrant artwork. Created by spiritual artist Vickie, who is a seasoned tarot reader herself, this beautiful deck is meant to grow with you as you progress forward on your path. In gratitude for your support, Vickie has created some rock-themed merch that is only available through Kickstarter pledges, including a concert ticket, backstage pass, and an all-access VIP laminated pass. The money from this campaign will go towards the manufacturing and shipping of the deck to Amazon fulfillment centers, where it then will be available for quick and easy purchasing and shipping worldwide. Additional funds will be used for the manufacturing of the merch and further promotion of the deck. Be sure to tune in to Vickie's YouTube channel for free monthly card readings and broadcasts from the universe.